Hey guys, Rick here from the Onside Kick, here to give you another little video. The thing I wanted to talk about in this video, I've kind of been thinking about all week. If you're seeing the video on our YouTube channel or on Fansided Radio, I was wondering, do I want to do a video on this or do I want to write a story on this? What do I feel? The point is, there was an article that came out on ESPN earlier in the week. I want to say it was either Monday or Tuesday, and it just said, should the Bulls trade Deng? And at first my gut reaction, no, you don't trade Deng. A few years ago, I was all for trading Deng. I thought it was trade bait, but I mean, I see Luol Deng as a valued piece of the Chicago Bulls offense, defense, the entire team. But as I've been thinking about it this entire week, my opinions might have changed, might have not. I mean, looking at just the stats during the regular season, Luol Deng led the team with 16.5 points per game. That was right on par with Carlos Boozer, was right behind him. But in the playoffs, Boozer led the team in scoring. Yes, Deng only had about 14 points a game, but he didn't play for, I want to say, he didn't play for the Miami Heat series because of the spinal tap that went bad, and he couldn't play, couldn't do anything. And I mean, I really want to say that the Bulls shouldn't trade Luol Deng, but I'm kind of leaning right now towards the, if the price is right, pull the trigger. And when I say that, Luol Deng is entering the final year of his contract. He's going to get a little bit over $13 million, which is a pretty big contract. And yes, it's going to depend on how much money he will want in a newer contract. But the thing is, we have Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler showed so much poise, so much upside, yet he's cheaper. He is so much cheaper than Luol Deng. We can build a team around him. Do we need to go into the draft to get a small forward? No. What the Bulls need is a shooting guard. So, I mean, we could trade Deng if the price is right. Should they? What this video is titled about, what I'm talking to you about? Yes and no. Yes and no. Would I love to see Deng on the Chicago Bulls? Yes, I'd love to see him as a Chicago Bull. He's one of my favorite Bulls on the team. It's just, I kind of feel like, like I said earlier, if the price is right, pull the trigger. And what price would that be? If we could get maybe a veteran shooting guard, and I'm not talking like Rip Hamilton veteran, I'm talking like an actual veteran, or maybe draft picks, or maybe some young players in a draft pick. I don't know. I mean, there's another article that I saw here on ESPN that says that Luol Deng is going to forgo surgery on his torn ligament in his left wrist. And I mean, reading this story, this decision by Deng doesn't play into my decision to trade him or not, because I mean, this is a ligament that he tore in his right wrist already. He's played with it. He tore it last year. December 21st, 2012 was the exact date. He played last season with it. He played in the playoffs with it. He played this season with it. He said at the All-Star break at the game at Houston that, hey, you know what, I'll make a decision when the season's all done. Well, that decision was that he's not going to have surgery on it. And I mean, that right there, that decision does not go into my decision. What I think about when I think about trading Deng: money, who can replace him, and what will we get? Money's a big thing. Deng has proven that he can be a quality starter in this league. He is what Dave, all I can think about is what Dave from the Onside Kick would always say before this year, before Deng was actually an all-star. He used to say about Luol Deng that he's the best non-all-star in the league. He can start on any team. He's proven he can be a guy in any starting rotation, but it all depends on how much money. $13 million is a lot. He's going to want a lot more because he's proven that he should be in the starting lineup. Then point number 2, who can take his place if we trade him? Jimmy Butler. We have found, ask me at the beginning of the season, I wouldn't have said Butler would be a good replacement. Now I'm saying Jimmy Butler could easily, if we traded Deng tomorrow, Butler would be the guy, and I'd have confidence in Jimmy Butler. 3's the trickier part. I don't know exactly what the right price would be for Luol Deng. I'm thinking, me personally, I'm thinking there'd have to be some sort of a first round pick in there. Maybe not a lottery pick, but a first round pick. And then maybe a player or two. Not like a top tier player, a few young players that the Bulls can build around. I know it's kind of weird to say build around because the Bulls are poised right now to find that one additional piece to help Derek and Joakim get this NBA title. But I feel like, to me, yeah, a few players and a pick would be the right price for Luol Deng. As always, tell me what you think down below. 1, should the Bulls trade Luol Deng? Should they not? And 2, if you were to trade Luol Deng, what would be the right price for you to pull that trigger? I can't wait to read you guys' comments down below. Don't forget to check out The Onside Kick on Facebook at facebook.com/The Onside Kick. And as always, have a good evening, everybody.